So welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime, and today we have Adventure Comics number 343 with story by Edmond Hamilton and art by Curt Swan. This was published in April 1966. Warning to the superstitious: if black cats scare you, if you won't walk under a ladder, or if you stay home on Friday the 13th, then beware the evil hand of the luck lords. A jinx made Bouncing Boy lose his powers. A hoodoo cost Lightning Lad his right arm. Bad luck made Starboy lose his Legion membership. A whammy of the future destroyed one of Triplicate Girl's 3 bodies. The members... Okay, this is the Gorilla Nebula. The members of the Legion of Superhero have always laughed at superstition. That is, until one after another of them fall victim to misfortune. It is because there are 13 Legionnaires in the story, or have they been jinxed in the Gorilla Nebula and the evil hand of the Luck Lords? So we have Brainiac 5 and Sunboy and some other fellow. This statue group must have been made by an ancient race unknown to history. No wonder this find excited you. So it's a group of emerald statues, and apparently they're just going to take it. So I don't know if there's no one left on the planet to care, but it seems kind of rude. This is the shortest route back, but you can't fly through the jaws of the gaseous Gorilla Nebula. Everyone knows that's bad luck. But they do anyway. Which I think a nebula is bigger than that anyway. I'll call Metropolis Spaceport to have a guard ready to take the emerald statues to the museum. Sunboy, look out. Your arm accidentally hit the emergency dive lever. And so they do dive and just smash into the ground. My wrist is broken. And Brainiac 5 seems to have a concussion. How could I be stupid enough to brush that lever as I did? So the guy says it was bad luck because of the Gorilla Nebula. But Sunboy says, well, how come you're not injured? And he says, well, because I have a lucky starstone from the planet Ventura, where they know all about luck. I paid plenty for this starstone, but it sure brought me luck. So they go back, and Sunboy explains the story, and Center Girl isn't buying it. Ill-starred my eye. As a Legionnaire with scientific training, you surely can't believe the stars influence your life. So she talks about different superstitions. On Jupiter, they believe it's bad luck if a rainbow appears between the moons, and on the metalloid planet Zond, they believe it's good luck to get struck by lightning, and on Kafir, they consider it bad luck to have windows, so they use periscopes. So you see, good and bad luck symbols differ on every world, and they're all just imagination. But on my native planet, Durla, there's a strange crystal that people say always brings bad luck to everyone who touches it. Look, Prody has used his telepathic power to read my mind, read my thoughts. He's changed into one of the bad luck Jinx Stones, and I'm touching it. Chameleon Boy, don't be foolish. No Legionnaire believes in such superstitions. To prove it, we'll all touch your Jinx Stone. Well, it's not a Jinx Stone. Prody just looks like whatever he wants to. But they all touch it. And then the Legion of Super Pets all touch it. I can't get rid of the idea that the Jinx Stone might bring bad luck, but there's nothing menacing behind us. But when he's looking behind, he smashes into a building, and Superboy says, I could see with my X-ray vision that his shoulder is broken. The Jinx Stone, I had a hunch. So they go back, and everyone's talking about, I see the ex-Legionnaire Starboy and Bouncing Boy are here to pick up their copies of our Legion Bulletin. Well, you can't just send it out, which they still receive. I'm sure they'll be glad to know Chameleon Boy will recover in time. It's nice to see in the future they go back to hard copy bulletins. Fine, the others have been telling us how he touched the unlucky Jinx Stone. Nonsense. Many of us have had accidents that weren't caused by bad luck, like the one that destroyed your superpower, Bouncing Boy. But it turns out there was always some kind of bad luck omen before. So before he lost his power, when I set the clock, I turned the planet hands backward instead of forward. That's supposed to be bad luck. Maybe that bad luck caused my accident. Apparently there was bad luck with Lightning Lad too. It's supposedly bad luck to step on any world with your left foot first. But why worry about superstitions? I must stop that monster. And he lost his arm. And Triplicate Girl, apparently on their planet they have a superstition about splitting 3 times in one day, but she did. And then one of her duplicates died. You know what followed. My third self was killed by computer, so that now I'm duo damsel, not triplicate girl. And so apparently with Starboy, if you remember, the Calamity Kid tried out for the Legion, but failed. And apparently he brings disaster and bad luck, and shook hands with Starboy because Starboy was like, no big deal. An hour later, I left for my journey, during which I killed a murderer in self-defense, thus breaking the code against killing. I was expelled from the Legion, as you know. So it seems like everything happened because of bad luck. If bad luck really works, then each of us is jinxed because we all touched the Jinx Stone. No, you didn't. You touched Prody. Invisible Kid is right. All right, so Superboy says, I have to return to my own time for an urgent mission. How could anything be urgent when it involves time travel? He should be able to go back whenever he wants. I'll prove to them that this superstition about bad luck is sheer foolishness. So Invisible Boy decides to become invisible to ward off the Jinx, and Shrinking Violet decides to shrink. But she can't shrink, and he can't become visible again. Crashing Comets. It's hit me too. I can't become visible again. Oh no, no! The Jinx is real. It's hit Invisible Kid and me. Then all of us who touch that Jinx Stone are doomed to suffer some disaster. And all our scientific knowledge can't help us win against superstition. Okay. Oh, anyway, so that's part 1, and we'll find out. This is a silly story, but we'll get to part 2 tomorrow.